Hello. Today is Friday of the fourth week of Lent. But today we interrupt Lent for a special day. Today is March 19th, the Feast of St. Joseph. And we celebrate this because it's kind of a weekday Sunday. That's the importance of today. So it even trumps Lent, which is an interesting thing. We celebrate St. Joseph, who is the patron saint of the whole church. Because just as St. Joseph watched over his son Jesus, he watches over the body of Christ, the church in the world. And so we celebrate this one who was the universal patron. And you'll say, well, what do we know about St. Joseph? And I'll tell you, not much, not much. All that we hear comes from the Gospel of Luke and Matthew. And at one point in John, they talk about Jesus being the son of the carpenter. But we don't know much about Joseph. But we do know enough to know that he had an effect. You know, he was this one who watched over his family, his wife, his son, the son who wasn't his son. And that's the story we hear in the gospel today in Matthew, where at some point Mary has come back from being down in Judea. She comes back to Nazareth and she tells Joseph that she's pregnant. In fact, she's about 3 months pregnant at this point, or probably 4 months pregnant. And he looks at her and he just can't believe this. And so she tries to tell him that nothing happened, but this is a child that comes from God. And that was more than he could handle. And so he decided that he couldn't marry her. But in Jewish law, the only way you can break a betrothal is by issuing a decree of divorce. And so that's what he was going to do. And then he had a dream. And in the dream, an angel appeared to him and said, "Hey, Joe, don't worry about it. It's fine. This child is from God, and you will name him Jesus because he will save his people from their sins." That's what the name Jesus means, is God saves. But it's interesting, he has a dream, and he believes in it, and acts on it. And I always love that aspect of Joseph. You know, we are told in Matthew's gospel he has 3 dreams. And each time, he recognizes that it wasn't something that he ate before he fell asleep. It wasn't something that was going wrong with his mind. He knows that this is God speaking to him. And that's the thing I admire most about Joseph. That's what we celebrate today. My prayer is that all of us can imitate Joseph. That when God speaks to us, and I do believe God speaks to us in a variety of ways, that when God speaks to us, you and I will always be able to recognize what God is asking of us. And that we'll use the strength that God gives us to act on it like Joseph did. So today is kind of a free day from Lent. Congratulations. Happy St. Joseph Day. Enjoy the day. Thank you.